I'm gonna do this much lower, actually, just so, like, it doesn't go too close there. There we go! And yes, it's still in the bottom. I think there's, like, some sort of, like, setting to be able to do a pop-up, that it pops up each time someone fishes. But to be honest, I'm just gonna have it there. It's a little nice spot for it. And yes, I still have the glossy magazine. I decided to keep it. Whoa, okay, there are different save states here. I've never played this one, but I've played this one and this one. This one is actually the latest. I don't even know if there's gonna make something after that, because they've done a lot of, like, remakes. Turnabout Serenade. Wait, hold on. So, 19th was last week. I know that because I just uploaded the video today. Which I actually had to fix and shit. Green sea turtle. Oh, damn. You got a lot of money from that. Holy shit, you're doing a lot of, like, fixing. I think I've tried to put basically a timer on this thing, but you know what, fuck it. It's as I said, like, there is not many people gonna use it right now. But if someone uses it, absolutely. Let's see here. I'm just gonna try and figure out what am I doing actually? Wait, what am I doing? Prove the shooters was sighted would do it. Will make present evidence? Fine, accept the prosecution's challenge. I forgot I'm doing voices again. Now I have 4 and 3 golden fishes and ooh, jeez.
Stand by for action.
Yes, action time. I forgot I'm doing voices. Hold on, I'm gonna try and remember what I had for voice for this guy. Ah, as I knew would have for head. I think it was something like that. I'm not very good at doing voices. Like, I have heard someone basically go from Marge to Kronk to SpongeBob. That's voice acting. I'm just doing some shitty things. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna keep this, but I am gonna put it away until, like, I would play the other game a bit more. There we go. Oh, you mean this thing? That's the glossy magazine from the game yesterday. I just for shits and giggles, I actually made it. That's one of the best weapons in the game. The glossy magazine. 5 damage, but around 40 accuracy. The funny part is, I had it the whole time in yesterday's stream. I didn't take it away. The prosecution is saying the shooter missed because they couldn't say. Therefore Machi, who's blind, did it. How the hell could he find the gun? Not only that, he would fly out the window. The defense will please present their evidence. Evidence? Oh, fuck my health, I just realized. Evidence that overturns the prosecution's claim that the shooter couldn't see. God damn, if I see that on the battlefield, I would lower my sword and raise my... Fair enough, actually. Fair enough. Okay, so how do we know he saw? How do we know, well, not Bachi saw, how do we know the guy saw? Okay, I'm gonna guess. I only have 1 health, but I'm gonna guess this. Because this is the ballad? The Lumiore's ballad. Which means that he needs to see the text to be able to do something to happen. Fuck. A foot? What are you talking about? No, I'm talking that we need to basically prove that the guy could see while shooting. Because the problem we have right now is that the defendant is both blind and cannot speak our language. That guy. So the problem is like we need proof. How does he know? Resume from a saved game, because the saved game was basically just 1 minute ago, so let's go. Why would I start from the scene? So yeah, the problem I have here is like, how do we prove the guy saw? Not the one we have, but the shooter. Can we prove that the shooter could see? Yes, fish. Let's go, fish. Holy shit, it takes time to load in this game. I don't even know why. Present evidence. Okay, so... Swordfish. Oh, fist. Swordfish. Swordfish. Jesus, 220 gold. Damn. The crime scene was Lemur's dressing room. The victim was shot in the shoulder. Death due to loss of blood from gunshot wound. Estimated time of death. Found in the victim's left hand. Holds keys to guitar case. Okay, mixing board. Found a crime scene. I don't know. Like, how am I supposed to know exactly what's going on with this? Information concerning the crime to be restricted to police and relative parties. How am I actually supposed to prove this? Wait. What exactly am I up against here? The prosecution is saying the shooter missed because they couldn't see. Therefore, Machi, who's blind, did it. Here is the details. That they shot twice and one missed. We know that. And the other one basically just went straight through the shoulder. This one, we have known about it. It looks like he writes something, but we can't read what it is. Time of death, between 9:30, cause of death, blood loss due to a 45 caliber bullet wound. Time elapsed between shooting and death currently under review. We have the keys. It doesn't really mean much to us right now because it was the victim that held them. This is not interesting. This is a brooch, but that basically just proves that she was there, and we already done that. This is the weapon. We already know it's hella goddamn hefty. So for him to be able to shoot twice is impressive enough. This doesn't do much. This is just an investigation request that no one tells anyone about what's going on here. And I thought it was this thing just because it tells what's supposed to happen. Like, for example, the death. But it was not that either. The problem is, I don't know what it is. I don't know, like, what exactly proves that whoever shot saw what was happening. It's not that we're gonna prove that our kid shot. We're gonna prove that whoever shot could see. But there isn't really anything that shows that, is it? There are two shots around the same area. One missed to the left and one hit, we say there. Maybe the lyrics, because the kid couldn't have seen it. I did that. That's why I lost before. That's I have unfortunately already done that, but we did have the same idea. Yeah, he could hear her sing, so that's the question. Victim's shot in the shoulder. Yeah, we know about that. The murder weapon was a deadly high-caliber revolver. The only thing I know is like they talking about he could hear them. We need something to prove the killer could see. That put him in his place. Proving the shooter was side that would do it. Fine, accept the prosecution's charge. As I knew you would. Okay. My only thing. The DJ thing? I don't think so, because that's for something else. That's for basically music. That's something else. So that's why I skipped that. The only thing I can think of is he could hear the music, but technically he couldn't because the music was basically streaming through the speakers. But I don't have anything to prove that. Proving the shooter was sighted would do it. That would take down one central point. You could have figured it out for yourself. You only need to consider what the stepladder was doing there. Looked like the defense objection has been squished by a stepladder. Out of ammunition, perhaps? Let's see. Apollo, don't you have something, anything? Yeah, you know what we need. We need something to prove the killer couldn't see, or could see. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. I pressed the wrong button. What is the mixing board in relation to the case? Mostly because they wanted to find out who actually was late in the rhythm, and we had to figure out who that was. That's the only thing. There isn't really anything yet to the case with this. Also, now I know it's not a room thing, because I clicked the wrong button. I was supposed to look closer to it, but it's not that thing. I think I had it last week what it would be, but I just said, oh, now the stream is gonna end and let's go. So the question is, what is it? No need? Bim. Okay, I'm not gonna do the voices here because I basically just mean that I'm gonna have to choose this anyway. 97 is good. Where's we doing that? He's leaking water by a gallon. Gavin's on a roll and it's up to me to stop him. Okay, so apparently I can go back here if I say I don't have anything. You can say he was blind just because of those bullet holes in the wall. I think I've proven that. I wouldn't call it proof per se. I merely raised a possibility. Roland detective made a most logical conjecture based upon evidence. Of course, there's more evidence than just the bullet holes. The defendant was the only one who could have escaped through the air vent. Got an old PC. Fair enough. Damn, that was worth a lot. How would you know about the air vent in the first place? Ah, very good point. Well, Fräulein Detective, if you would care to explain. Okay. Yeah, right now I'm basically just like reading because we have done the reading of this before. I can finally play Minesweeper, fair enough. I don't believe it. Everyone backstage was told about the main entrance, including Machi Tobae. He would have known that there would be a way out at the top of that stepladder. But that's why is the first time I'm hearing about this. Wait, hold on a second. Wait, hold on a second here. I don't know if we have anything. But the only thing I can think of is he doesn't speak our language. Is if everyone was told about it, were they told in his language? Because if... What did you get? Oh, shit. Stingray. Eagle ray, okay. Lamnor's own publicity postcard. The problem is, I think it has to do with his language. I'm gonna do this one. I'm not gonna work. Yeah, thought so. Okay, what am I missing, actually? I am missing something. I just don't know what I'm missing. Because everyone was told about it. But he doesn't speak our language. I need to prove that somehow. I thought the postcard basically because the postcard had basically their language on it, but apparently not. That was not enough. Oh shit! I saved. Wait, what? Ah, fuck it. Presenting evidence is a bait just to prosecutor since he knows we don't have evidence. Maybe you just need to move on from that. Yeah, I think so. Also, I'm gonna begin from the beginning because I managed to do a wrong turn and save instead of skipping or loading. So I can't load now because we'll load into this part now. Whoopsie daisy. That doesn't matter. Which also explains why he was getting aggressive. Probably. Retry from this scene. I think it's retry from this scene at least. I cannot load at least. Oof, I knew that was gonna happen sooner or later. Yeah, that definitely happened. But I think there must be something, anything. This doesn't look good, does it, Apollo? No, it doesn't. What do we do? Because we don't panic, even though... Okay, so we are back here, though. Okay, let's just press everything. Who would steal a body just to match some lyrics? I didn't believe it myself, it can just be a coincidence. And I think I've done voices for all of these. I'm just gonna skip these for right now until we get to the next point. Let's begin with the first verse, if you would, Fräulein Detective. Okay, yeah, we have this. We have done this, the singing part, so we can skip this. The keys, the guitar. Maybe just took an old piece of the clavier and give him a brain damage. Well, he is a bit weird already in the beginning, so I don't know if that would help him or not, to be honest. Okay. Does the prosecution have any ideas what they've done with all this? No clue, but clearly had a reason to go through, yeah. Deep reason. Okay, yeah, I know I've done that. Give him brain damage. Fair enough. Planned for sure, okay. But Mr. Leto spoke English. Maybe we come from this country before. Okay, first time in this country. Left his signature. By signature you mean the bullet holes in the wall. That's right. Allow me to explain it scientifically. Okay. The murder weapon was fired twice. A shot that missed left a hole in the wall. Yeah. Furthermore, there was no more than 5 feet between shooter and victim. Hard to miss at that distance. But much you can see. You would have had to use sound and other senses to aim. And miss. And our music was blaring over the room, not to mention circumstances for aiming by sound, which makes it very likely that the shooter was blind. That's Persecution's position. I don't know actually, because now we're here again. Now we are where we were before. And the problem is that we still don't really have anything. So they say that it has to be him, because how else can you miss if you're close by? And because the sound was glaring through the speakers, he had difficult finding out where he was. Well, if the one that missed hit the wall and there would be like 2 bullets, only 2 bullets. 1 bullet missed and 1 bullet went through his shoulder and still hit the wall. It's like it's a 45 caliber one. So there's only 2 shots. Plus you can actually see it went through him because of the blood there as well. So the question is, what could it be? This is the only thing we can do here. We could present evidence as well on the other ones here, but there isn't really anything we can present. I believe Machi stole the body because of some lyrics. We already know that most of the things that happened feels like they belong to the lyrics, so we don't have anything that goes against that. He moved the body to match the Lumar song. That's still like the first one. Nothing that actually goes beyond there. No one in this country had a motive to kill the victim. We can't really prove against that either, because there is no one that knows them. We don't have any person that is basically doing that. Matthew practically left his signature at the scene. Like, we already asked about that, and that is basically 1 shot hit, 1 shot missed. I don't really have any proof about that being false. And the only thing we have here is like when we press this, we will basically be going into the question mode. I'm gonna go into the question mode and just see what I can find, because there is something going on here. Because they say like everyone knew about the thing, whatever it is, stepladder. And the problem with that is that there is really... We need to prove he could see. Proving the shooter was sighted would do it. That would take down one of their central points. Did I say scooter? Oh no, you found a scooter. Well, who guess what exists in that lake? You know what? I'm just gonna save here again, and... Well, I'm gonna save after I've done one of these. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna save here. Because there isn't really much I can do about this anyway. Yeah, I kind of knew it was wrong evidence. I'm just testing myself forth here right now, because I don't really know if we even have anything. We don't really have anything. Red discus, fair enough. Do I even have anything that actually can be used for this? I am actually kind of stuck. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Next thing you know, you'll be back the whole ass RV. Fair enough, actually. Like, this is the only thing I feel like we can do, but there is nothing really we have here. Did I use the gun? Okay, let's just do this. Nah. Maybe the room layout. I already did that one in the beginning. Well, not in the beginning, but I misclicked, and because of that, I kind of fucked up that one. Wait. Oh, shit, we went from the beginning. Okay. No, not a victim. I misclicked the photo of the room layout. I am really uncertain actually of what it could be. Because you're right, it really feels like I don't have it. Misclick the middle evidence. No, I think I misclicked the room layout. Because there is not really any middle here, so that's the closest to the middle. We already did this one. This one, I don't think that means anything. Not this one, nor this one. Middle, I mean the one in the middle of the three. You know, I'm gonna do this then. Yeah. I think I already did that one, but we tried at least again, just to check. Yeah, like, you're right. It feels like we don't have anything. But I also don't have anything for the other of them. Because sometimes, yes, proof comes in the middle of things, but I haven't gotten anything new. And I don't have any proof of any other thing here, so... I did this one, so... The diagram felt it was such a good evidence as a shot and where the ladder was a pretty good distance away. Hearing, mixing board. Problem is I can't, like, the problem is like I'm stuck here, so like I can't go back. Okay, apparently it was the big ass dude in the middle of the picture. I don't know how. This is that evidence. The photograph of the crime scene. No problem. I don't know how. But this is no time to think twice. Time to press on. Yes, you're... Oh, wait, the text. We were talking about the text before. No, I didn't misclick that one. That's what I said. I think I misclicked the other one, the room layout. We just did it again just to be sure. Yes, Your Honor, the crime scene. I think it's because someone tried to do text. There is something in there that is... Oh. I don't know why we didn't think about that. We were talking about the text before. It just went over my head. Then perhaps you would best show us this something. Get your finger out of the breeze and put it a good use, yeah? Very well. You show us what you're talking about, Mr. Justice. The contradiction of this scene. Okay, I guess it's up there. The contradiction is right here. The smeared bloodstains.
I thought it was just my blurry vision, but it really was blurry. The way the victim's hand is raised above his head, much like a gesture I've seen in many times in this court.
It's almost as if he wrote something. Ah, I get it. I get it. At least I think I get it.
Get what, Fraulein?
When Mr. Tussle was shot, he tried to write something. And what would he write but the shooter's name? And what would he write in it but his own blood? Pretty good, huh? That's to make my point for me. Yes, in fact, that's what I think happened here.
That does seem to be a distinct possibility.
The victim wrote the killer's name. It's certainly a logical conclusion. Yeah, so even if someone smeared it away... I'm not gonna lie, this is so exciting, I might as well just hold it in. Fair enough. Fair enough, but I would say go and at least get it out first. Because if, like, the blind boy wouldn't be noticing that someone wrote his name in blood. Brad, I just wish I wasn't all rubbed out like that.
Of course it's rubbed out. Why, if I were a killer, I certainly wouldn't want to leave my own name behind.
Neither would I. No one has anything else to say?
About what?
So the prosecution accept this. You agree that this was the victim making an attempt to record the name of the killer. And that the killer tried to rub the name out. Rub the name out, that sounds so bad. What's your point? What's my point? Let me ask you this. How did the killer know the victim was writing their name? Well, Mr. Tussle was writing something in blood. Once the killer saw what it was... Wait.
Once he saw what it was.
But what did you just testify about the shooter? I said they were... Oh. Yeah, they were blind. Yet the crime scene itself contradicts that. The killer had to have been able to see. Why would he rub out the name in blood otherwise? May I remind the court that the defendant, Machi Tobaye, is blind. Am I having... No, I don't have auto on. What's going on here? It could have just been the shooter. How did you miss that? She wants, by the way, to work in forensics.
Prosecutor Gavin, please explain to me what all this means. I mean, looking at this photo, it seems quite clear that the shooter could see. Yet, up until now...
It seems I owe the court an apology.
Huh?
The Gaviners are banned with law enforcement ties, yet the murder occurred during our concert. Apparently this caused some confusion over jurisdiction. As a result, some reports were not filled in an entirely timely manner. I'm not sure I like the vibe I'm getting here. Sorry, I just thought I heard the thing from the fish game. Hey, Apollo, look at him. Why is Prosecutor Gavin all relaxed and smiling like that? Like he knows something we don't. And is about to tell us. Well, tell us then. I've got an idea. With these documents. Before that, I have a question for the Fraulein detective. If I may. What? Tell me. Why do you think that Machi Tobaye is blind? What did he say? What are you saying? Of course he's blind. Of course. Oh, welcome back. Damn. Wait, that was only worth 2 gold? Holy shit, okay. He's the blind pianist, right? So he's... Doesn't let me lead him around by the hand all the time. No way. I have a report here on the defendant, Machi Tobaye. According to this, Machi Tobaye can see perfectly well. Well, fuck that then. His blindness was merely a publicity plot by those clever Burganians. So I just got hungry for burger again. feel like the blood is actually saying Clavier, since it said last stream that it was KV and R. Fair enough. You can see quite well. But you said... What did I say exactly? My forehead. Not once in the course of this trial have I claimed the defendant was blind. The only one who did was Fraulein Detective. That's a significant fact, yes. Consider much the bias sees. And he was the only one who could have fled through the air vent. I see no problems with this. But what about the bullet holes in the wall? Yes, the bullet holes. I believe her forehead innately explained those for us. He didn't miss because he couldn't see. It was a kickback from the 45 caliber revolver. A simple accident, in other words. How's that? I'm afraid your objection has just flown from brighter skies. This is where the real fun begins, her forehead. Yeah, this is gonna be bud. I knew you didn't have what it took. You jerk. Just what was I in here for? Comic relief? Yeah, apologize. Oh, sorry. There's no way to apologize. He's angering the trucy now. Look out.
If we can please end the bickering now.
Whatever, I'm not leaving. Can't leave like this. I'll come up with some clue to solve this case if it kills me.
But your testimony has already given us enough to convict the defendant.
Don't say that. Haha, what? This bloodstain. The criminal tried to wipe it off, right? That seems to be what's happening, yes. We might be able to find out what really was written there. Really? You can do that? That's right, with this. It's called luminol. Maybe you know of it. It's a chemical that reacts to blood. Ah, yes. Have we done those tests yet? As if I'm going to tell you. The blood stains covered a section of the carpet. In order to perform blood tests, that section was removed and submitted. Perhaps we should request it in here in court. Right, go for it, Apollo. Yeah, I have to do the test. You just have to spray the luminol on it. Simple. Chemical reacts to blood. I've heard of this somewhere. We're gonna do some pish.
Well, yes, I believe an analysis is called for. Have heard it.
Yeah. Right, ready. It is easy as pie. Just spray the area and spray the area. Here, give it a try. Apollo, your hand is shaking. Okay, yep. Woo! This is a happy birthday? IPYX. God knows what. 14206. No, 31. IPXX 314206. This must be the power of science. Yeah, IP316. Yeah, I managed. Is that the killer's name?
Maybe it is.
Ah, I have it. So what is it? I thought of those letters. Looked familiar. It's an Interpol ID number. Interpol? You mean the International Police Agency? Yes, most are undercover agents working to solve international crimes. But why would you write that number? Because it was one. Why would Mr. Letous even know a number like that? Good show, Fraulein Detective. Your Honor, we can verify this number immediately. Darian, are you there? Come up to the witness stand. Hello, Mr. Shark. Darian, you heard what we need. Go and check into the Interpol ID number. Sure thing. Give me 30 minutes. No, give me 27.
I'm not sure what to think about all this. The prosecution's cases are airtight, or so it seems. Yet, if this number is really that of an Interpol agent...
Oh, wait, I think I know. What if Machi Tobias is really an undercover Interpol agent? No, it's not him. I don't think it's the woman either. It is basically the guy that is... The guy that is dead, because I think he was a new agent for her. Not like a new agent for Interpol, but for her. So he hasn't been around her for much long, so I think he's there undercover.
Oh, that would be a possibility. A possibility, yes. And one that would mark him as the killer for certain.
Why do the twos know an Interpol ID number? That's what I want to know.
Well, we have some time while we await Darian's report. Let's work on unraveling another mystery, shall we?
Of course he's an agent. I mean, look at that luscious mustache. Fair enough.
A curious mystery concerning Machi Tobias.
What are you talking about?
Fräulein Detective, please accept my apologies. I received word that the defendant could, in fact, see, just before the trial began. It seems too much of a bother to tell you.
You had me until that last bit.
Does this not raise a rather straightforward question?
Well, sure. Why did Machi pretend he couldn't see?
Exactly. It makes little sense. What do you think, Herr Forehead? Machi Tobias pretend he was blind. Do you know why?
How could he know? Wait, Prosecutor Gavin knows why, doesn't he? He knows from the start of the trial. He's been leading us on the whole time.
Is something wrong? Do you think perhaps this all some kind of games? No, that the moment I heard that report, I knew why. I suppose people who have sold over 1 million records really are something else.
What does that have to do with anything?
There was a reason why Machi Tobias pretended to be blind, but it wasn't for his own sake. Getting the picture now.
It wasn't for himself?
Well, Mr. Justice, can you present evidence that shows why the defendant had feigned blindness?
I don't know. The only thing I can think of is something we don't have really proof of. I have no idea.
I have forehead. I am disappointed in you. Unless you're merely feigning stupidity, yeah?
Keep it up, wise guy.
Recall the relationship of Lamiroir and Machi Tobias. In particular, their agreement over the arrangement over the years before visiting our country.
Lamir and her pianist. They would always walk together, she leading him by the hand. Even when they go on stage, she would lead him to the piano. He would walk all the way over there with him.
That's right, because he was blind. I so thought. She led him all the times. All times.
All times,
Yet we know that Machi could see perfectly well. Why keep up the charade?
Well, wasn't it a part of their performance?
But there is a simpler explanation, our judge. Machi did not need to be led by the hand after all. Which means...
You don't mean...
I do. It was the other way around. The one needed to be led by the hand was Lamiroir.
What's this? Does he mean to say that Lamiroir she's
blind as a bat?
Apparently she's blind. We did not have any proof of it.
What?
Okay, I did not know that actually.
Order, everyone, order! Holy shit, it's loud in here. This is crazy, Prosecutor Gavin.
Yeah, wasn't she supposed to be the landscape painter in sound or something?
Well, since we have her here...
Why is bro throwing plot twists all over the place? I don't know, he likes it.
Why not ask Lamiroir herself? I believe she's still in the witness waiting room.
Apollo, what does this mean for our case? That means that the killer still was blind. Oh, wait a second. Oh, fuck. Now I know why he wanted us to tell that the person could see. Because that we more or less could say, like, oh, the killer was blind. Okay, that means that Labrador is the killer. Can you prove it somewhat else? Yeah, we could say that this happened. Oh, good, because he can see, but she is blind. Like, fuck you. He turned the tables on us. I hadn't even imagined it until now. Oh, he just pulled an Uno reverse on us. Yeah, he did.
By leave, bring in La Mirror.
She doesn't look blind, but, well, at the same time, might be. La Mirror, it pains me deeply to call you before us again in this way. And yet I must. Oh, please do not concern on my behalf. Those eyes, she really can't see, really. It is true. How fun it is that a tiny little lie born in the Bulgarian countryside would one day grow to entangle the entire world.
So you are...
Yes, as I mentioned before, I have no memory of the time before I became Lamiroy. Note to that my memories begin in darkness. The world light has no meaning for Lamiroy. That explains it, because she did say like she doesn't really have much of a memory of that. That's because her memory is only like sound, touch, feeling and stuff like that. She cannot see anything really.
I see.
You may recall me saying something towards the beginning of the trial, Herr. What was that? I believe I said it was unfortunate this crime had no direct witnesses. Oh, fuck you then. I just realized what he meant by that now. Triggerfish! It is trigger happy. Don't give it for the 45 caliber gun. Oh, it's an uncommon 3-star 22/100 gold. Nice. Now, Lemeror, I must ask you to stand once more. Will you testify to the court about your eyes? Of course. It was never my intent to deceive any of you. May I begin, Your Honor?
Yes, of course.
Well, that's really a trigger-heavy havoc. Fair enough.
Though I admit I'm a little lost here.
I think we're all a little bit lost here, Your Honor. I have no memory of the light. I debuted in a world of darkness and sound. My producer came up with my PR line before he knew this. So silly that it may sound, I had to pretend I could see. Everyone in my staff knew, of course, but no others.
But this is a murder trial.
I apologize, it was a part of my contract, you see. It was to keep my blindness as a secret no matter what. Music is everything for me. I never imagined something like this would. Oh, she told us the truth in the beginning. When she said she saw nothing.
Very well. Does the defense have anything to add?
I'd like to cross-examine. But what is there left to ask? There was one thing in her testimony that bothered me. Perhaps it's the best we'll let you get it out of your system. Someday you'll come to understand the importance of thinking for yourself.
Very well, the defense may proceed. However, be aware this court will not tolerate any questions deemed too stressful to the witness.
Okay. There's only one part that bothered me. Just let me ask about that and I'll be happy. Yeah, the only thing I can think of is that the dead guy did say siren, which means she was there, but... Yeah, everyone in the staff, but no others. The question is that also Mr. Tussle? When you say your staff, do you include Mr. Latusse? Or Latussle? Of course. He was my manager. So he knew. That was been bugging me.
Something with the matter, Mr. Justice?
I believe what is bothering you, you are a young defense attorney. You're thinking of when you discovered the body, yes?
Is it right, Apollo?
Yes, I was. Yeah, he's alive. Little Tussle, can you hear me? Witness. Cold? Don't worry, you're going to be fine. Help is on the way. Can't see. Witness can't see! The witness is Siren. Is that what he meant by can't see? It's not like he can't see. Mr. Tussle told me to ask the witness, and he named you. Why would he do that? He knew you were blind. I don't know. What did I just say? You need to learn to think for yourself. Meaning what? There is no mystery here if you recall everything he said. Think of his last words one more.
The witness, Siren. I've heard them many times, along with a little play acting by our defense.
I remember them well myself, but that statement is not to what it refers. I mean what he said before. Before? That's right, he tried to tell you. When he said can't see, he wasn't talking about himself. He was talking about the witness.
I see.
Too bad the defense did not. Well, forehead. Try relaxing and look at the facts first next time. But why did he then say it was a witness if you couldn't see anything?
Order, everyone, order!
Recall Amir's earlier testimony. I was on my way from the stage to the backstage exit. There were 2 shots. I couldn't do anything to stop it.
Well, you couldn't have heard those gunshots. I thought we proved that.
That is not the most important point here. The moment he was shot. Miss Tussle witnessed her through that window. Why else would he have named her as the witness? But I really did hear them. 2 gunshots and the man's voice. Unfortunately, such a thing was impossible. The window was closed. We have already run a simulation, of course. But it was so clear. As if I heard that voice again, I would know it in an instant.
Your Honor, what is it, bailiff? Can't you see we're in session here?
We have the results back from the investigation.
The investigation?
The Interpol number that Miss Tussle left us.
Well, let's hear it. We'll continue this cross-examination afterwards. Detective Crescent, your report, please.
I asked the Interpol about that number. Sure you'll find their answer intriguing. Quick work as always, Darian.
Well, tell us about the number. Is the defendant a secret agent?
The agent registered under this number was Romy Tussle. What? Our undercover Interpol agent was Mr. Tussle himself. He was apparently in the middle of an operation. So, when he wrote those letters, he was trying to tell us his own identity. And a cautious killer tried to wipe them away. Mr. Tussle was an undercover Interpol agent. So, him being Lumiore's manager was just a cover, most likely. There's one other important detail I found. Well, out with it then. It concerns that 45 caliber revolver, the murder weapon, apparently belongs to Tussle himself. He had an Interpol permit to carry firearms, and the registration number of that revolver match. So the victim was killed with his own weapon, which makes sense. It is hard to imagine someone who wasn't an Interpol agent with such a large revolver. So the victim was an Interpol agent on an undercover OP. I wonder how that ties into everything.
It's got to tie in somehow, you think?
Yeah, somehow.
Thanks for looking into that for us, Detective Crescent. It's a great help.
Oh, no problem at all, Your Honor. I'll be heading out. Oh. Yeah, she recognized the voice.
Wait,
Lamberor, is something the mother?
that voice just now.
Darian.
Mr. Darian, is it? It was him. I am sure of it.
It was him? You aren't saying.
That voice I heard, talking to Mr. Letussel when I heard the gunshot fire. It was him. It was Mr. Darian.
Is this some kind of joke? What? No way. How much hair just goes backwards and forwards on this guy? Like, goddamn. The courtroom fell into such a chaotic state the trial had to suspend temporarily. I've never seen that happen before. Of course, it's not every day that you get an accusation like that one. Lamiror fingered Darian Crescent. Not only is he a guitarist, he's a detective. Could it really have been his voice Lamiror heard? Things were changing fast, and frankly, I wasn't sure I could keep up with it.
Hey, no wimping out now, Apollo.
Fair enough. We continued. Yeah, we are gonna continue. There's only gone 1 hour, more or less. Save your progress? Yes. We're gonna save it on number 5. Woo! Number 5, number 5, number 5. Hey yo. Yes, we're gonna continue to the next chapter. Let's go.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hey, Apollo.
What? I'm just checking something a bit quick. Thought I saw something, but apparently it disappeared. Where is it somewhere? Huh, I don't know.
Well, you know, actually, nothing. I mean, something, or maybe not.
Out with it. The suspense is giving me an ulcer.
Well, you know, the trial today, I was thinking, if you gave it a score, what score would you give it?
Score? Gee, I guess I would, maybe, well, I'm just as bad as you.
See, it's so vague.
Clearly. Matchy avoided a guilty verdict, which is something, but I can't say I'm any less confused about the case. And the victim is Letussel. Who would have guessed he was actually an undercover Interpol agent? What a mess. We don't have any ideas what he was investigating.
Well, true, but we know who shot him now. Lamiror told the whole court. It's not a mystery, Apollo. I love mysteries.
I don't. Speaking of mysteries, what's Mr. Wright up to? I wouldn't mind asking his opinion.
Now that you mention it, I haven't seen Daddy around.
What? Is he some kind of stray that just wanders in and out at will?
I wouldn't say that, but he has been going out a lot. Some top secret mission, he said.
Top secret.
Anyway, you can't rely on him to save the day. And you're gonna... you got me to help you. We'll be fine.
Fine. Right. Well, time's a wasting, as they say. Let's investigate.
That's the spirit.
Okay, let's move then. Who's the detention center? Fish! Now, apparently we're not allowed to actually see Phoenix, right? Was there a different way to say that besides Lamiroi, like fingering Darian? Jesus Christ. Much may not be guilty, but still a suspect. But they don't have any decisive evidence. Rubber ducky! Let's go! Right, the air vent. And he lied. Lied? Much as I can see. Yeah, problem is I don't think he can speak our language. Ah, Machi! Speaking of the devil. It looks like he's doing okay. I forgot. Why did we come here? It's not like we can talk to him or anything. Words are overrated. Feelings are what matters, Apollo. It's kinda hard to build a court case on feelings. But since we're here anyway, might as well get what I wanted to say out of my chest. If you need someone to complain to, I'll listen. I think she actually worded for me. So, the trial today? So what do you think of the trial today? Phew, I'm glad he doesn't understand English after all. If he did, he would have been scared of his own mind by now. Hey, all well that ends well. You have to be more goal-oriented. If he's innocent, we win. No, if he's found not guilty, we win. Match might not understand English, but he gets that better than you do. Yo, Bapples, welcome to the stream. I hope you have a wonderful Tuesday. Shrunky, I've not seen a Shrunky before. That's an adorable Shrunky. Hold on, we're gonna do a little of this as well. Also, we're gonna have to take away this thing. There we go. Bam! Can't sleep. Fair enough. Go. Is he lying about something? No, sorry I cannot sleep. Hopefully you can just lay down in the bed, rest for a bit, and perhaps you can at least get some rest. Who knows? Just sleep might just bonk you in the head afterwards. I'm glad Lamiroi testified. What a great person. She even got Machi off the hook by naming another suspect. Darren of the Governors, the detective. I wonder if Machi knows what happened. I mean, if you could follow how the trial went and all. If no one told him there's a new suspect, how could he know? Hey. What is it, Apollo? Oh, it's nothing. I must be imagining it. Imagining what, Apollo? It's just that I couldn't help but feel that... I don't know. Machi doesn't understand what we're saying, right? How could he? He's a young Bulgarian. He doesn't speak English. Also, each time I hear Burgundian, I just think of burger. Burganian. I just want burger now. Yeah, but my bracelet is reacting to him. Maybe it's malfunctioning. Or it's scared. Because you keep making those I'm so mad faces. Was I that bad? Yes, Burger. Did you change color, Gani? I kinda got confused first. Yes, Burger. A little shrunky Burger as well there. But what if that is not all he lied about? I'm pretty certain you did. I know you've been playing around with that before. If you're curious about it, there's only one thing to do. You should ask him. Yes, fish! and, and back, it just decides to change color as well. Yes, fish. So I'm gonna have to show him something that scares the shit out of him. Fontosa. I don't even know what that is. Frontos as well. Wait, how do I... Oh, shit, right. This one. Now I'm pretty. Fair enough. Watch this. Wait, why do... I think he said... Well... I cannot disagree, but I'm pretty certain it didn't say that. This is why I never trust a translator. Nope, not this one. Oh. And now back apples is green as an apple. Yay, Twixy emote. Smug. Yes, smug mug face. Okay, so not this. What is it exactly you want to see here? Do we have any evidence we can show? Oh yes, the first quote we get is actually the first one. Yes, I was about to say crutch. I misspoke. Big time. Okay, you know what? Let's get back later. Let's move out. Let's roll out. Let's go. Where do we actually move somewhere? Sunshine Coliseum. Where is... Is that the... Oh, it's the outside of this. Oh, I should be on the HRT next. HRT? Wait, what the HRT? I'm so bad with just the lettering. What is that? Something? What is that? I'm actually curious now. Hormone replacement therapy. Oh, well, congratulations then. Congratulations. I hope it goes well. Definitely. The weather matters for an investigation. Lots of days just feel like magic. Magic days or defense days. But yes, I do hope it goes well. Absolutely. I'm glad you have gotten a time for it at least. Yes, definitely. Speaking of burger. Speaking of burger, but yes. Hold on, my brain kind of shut off there for a moment. What stuff? Your voice training. This is the perfect place for it. Personally, I would not do that because all of the people around here is just like, nah, I don't want anyone to think I'm a weirdo. I already am a weirdo as it is. I did enough at home, thanks. Ah, there's no need to be shy. Keep that up and you'll never make it to the big stage. I'm happy in the courtroom. Thank you, I'm a lawyer. And you're in luck, because it's a lawyer weather day. Don't you just want to face the blue sky and shout objection? Look, the weather has nothing to do with lawyers. Let's get going already. To be honest, weather has to do with a lot of things. There are just some days the weather is just so bad, you just don't want to do anything. You don't have a mind for it. Not with that attitude. Fair enough. Oh, you're back. Ah, Mr. Attorney. Lemuroy. Sorry about today, There's nothing you need to apologize for. You were merely defending Machi. Are you okay? Alone, I mean. Humans are blessed with 5 senses. Even robbed of 1, we get by. I just need to stub my toe on everything I more or less hit with my foot. Though it does make being a witness rather difficult. Speaking of seeing, you knew who we were before we stopped you just now. And we weren't even talking. I heard your footsteps several times the day before. Oh. You must great ears. Well, she is a musician, so... Fair enough. Ears that heard the crime taking place. Or so she claimed yesterday. But how? That's the question. That was quite a statement. Is she a daredevil or something? I guess so. She can hear everything, and taste everything as well, apparently. That was quite a statement you made today in court. About hearing Darian's Crescent's voice in the scene of the crime. I did not know his name. Hold on, I have some lime water here, because making these voices sometimes is just goddamn. But I never forget the voice. Yeah, apparently just shouted the detective was the voice that killed the other guy. Mr. Shark. As I said in court, I was on my way backstage from the stage. That was when I heard his voice. It sounds so weird saying backstage from the stage, because yes, backstage is behind the stage. But like saying backstage from the stage is like... It's still like saying stage, which is very weird for me. I'm guessing Darian and Miss Letussel was talking about something. At the next moment I heard those gunshots. Why didn't you call security? To be honest, though the noise was quite frightening. I never imagined the gunshot might be real. And I was quite in a hurry myself. I left the scene at once. So, it really was Darian's voice that she heard? Sharpboy really went downhill after Lava Girl left. Fair enough, actually. That's a dorky-ass movie, to be honest. It's good when you were a kid, but at the same time it's both dorky. Is it like the same creator as like Spy Kids? I at least get this like sense of it. Like it feels like it's the same vibe. Also, no one have picked up their earpiece yet. Like it's just been laying there. I made Machi before my debut as Lamirar. I was singing in a restaurant in Burgania. And he was playing the piano. Yes. He was very kind to me when he learned I could not see. Is that when you started playing opposites? With Machi pretending he couldn't see? No, it wasn't then. That began after our major debut. After I became a landscape painter in sound. It must have been tough for Machi, pretending he couldn't see, and all the while he's acting as your eyes. We held hands always. He would write with his finger on the palm to signal to me things I should know. He's a smart, gentle boy. I think I see what she's getting at. Machi would never harm a soul. About Middle Tussle. Yes. He was an Interpol agent, I hear. So you had no idea? Of course not. No one did. I guess that's what it means to be undercover. But someone was after him. They had to know who he really was. Why did he pose as my manager? I do not understand. You have no idea? I can only assume that he was investigating me. But why? What makes you think that? Perhaps it is not so, but I cannot deny the possibility. Because of my condition. As my present is veiled in darkness, so too is my past clouded from my memory. Clouded. Right. The darkness I fear is not the darkness that I see whenever I open my eyes. The real darkness lies in my heart. In your heart? I have no memory of the time before I became Lamiroy. Oh, I don't really know if the creator of Sharp and Lava Girl also made Spy Kid, but I heard that the director in one of the Spy Kids movies also directed a movie back in 2015, and the film will come out in like 100 years or so. Well, that's interesting. Why have they put a time lock on that thing? That must be a long-ass movie. I have no memory of the time before I became Lamiroy. I awoke from darkness into darkness, as you might say. I was singing in a restaurant those days. What was it that she said about not being able to remember the light? I do not know my past. Perhaps I committed some terrible crime in my past. Everything before becoming Lamiroy is lost to me. But I don't think you... I can think of no other explanation. Why else would an agent of Interpol approach me? Do you think you can pass some... Your past might be related to this case? No way! That seems really unlikely to me. I mean, you're such a sweet person, Lamiroy. thank you. Machi too tells me this often when I fear who I might have been. Okay. That doesn't really help us. Can we present something to her? Nah, not really anything. Well, we can technically do this then. Nah, nothing. And I heard that it was the movie advertised about wine they want to preserve for 100 years back in 2015, which is why 100 after it. Ah, fair enough. Okay. That's absolutely fair enough. Oh, why did I even show her anything then? Bloody hell. How did you write your name on this thing then? Okay, you know what? Let's move out and see what we can find, because I'm guessing, like, we have talked about everything with her right now. I was gonna check something to actually, like, cut out the rug from here. Oh, yeah, they did. They cut a hole in the rug. There's no one here, though. I need to show the guy something, but I don't know what. Can I present this thing? This at least is sound. Yeah, this doesn't mean anything to her then, because she's blind, so... Okay, this is not gonna get easy, unfortunately. No, nothing here. Actually, I'm gonna do something here, because I am interested of knowing. That's been laying there since the day before yesterday. It's small. Maybe no one's noticed it. I kinda want to pick it up. It make a cool souvenir, don't you think? It doesn't stick out in my mind for some reason. You say that it's just laying there. That I want to pick it up. I want to know where it goes to. What can we do there here? Okay, I'm just gonna give her everything here just to check about this. Just in case. I know she's blind, so she cannot see anything, but like, just to try, because right now the only one I have is Machi and her. And I can't really talk to Machi. I need to show him something first. To get him going, but apparently not. Or should I just move back and check? I can go to the stage, actually. Nope, nothing here. It's easier to find places when there are people around. Because that more or less means that, like, it's a good place to be. Right now I don't really know what I'm looking for. Also, I don't understand why we need to go here to get to the detention center. Okay, let's present everything here. Yes, fish. Wait, have I already showed him everything? Yeah, I'm a bit high. Fair enough. Nice. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna react to anything. I think I basically have to show him something special, but I don't think I have it. Yes, we're gonna get a 1915 in here. Yeah, that is a quote combo we managed to get by mistake, which unfortunately works perfectly well. Okay, so nothing. There is still that we can do this thing, just to check. So Machi, you can see, right? Machi can see and Lamiror can't. The whole world gone topsy-turvy. Sorry, Apollo, I don't think we're gonna get any information out of Machi. Which makes sense. Yeah, I guess it does. Okay, so I need to show him something, but I don't know what to show him. The combo worked a bit too well. Yeah, that's the thing. It worked way too well. And it was by mistake as well. Fish! Let's go. Anyone can, by the way, fish. You just need to do exclamation mark fish. I can examine this place, but I don't think that's really gonna help us. Okay, so what exactly am I going to do? I've talked about everything here, yes. And I've examined everything here. Well, not everything, but there's not really anything interesting over here. Let's just go to the crime scene and see. There might, like, I don't think anything has changed here, but I am a bit stuck right now on what I'm supposed to do. This was a window where Lamiror saw the crime scene from. I wish it was that simple. Kinda hard to see the crime scene when you can't see. But she did hear it. Yeah, but the window was closed. Maybe she heard it some other way. The murder weapon. Does it belong to Mr. Letussel? That thing makes normal revolvers look like water guns. Mr. Letussel was a big man. But how about the person who shot him? Wouldn't they have to be about his size? Yeah, there's nothing there, at least. Hey, look, and part of the carpet has been torn up here. That was the part where they did the luminol testing in the court. Luminol, right. You know what I couldn't stop thinking? Who's going to pay for this carpet? As long as it's not us. Maybe the shooter. I guess it's true what they say. Crime doesn't pay. I would hope that carpet replacement costs weren't the only thing holding you back. Okay, there's really nothing here. If I'm matching Tobias' fingerprints on the air vent. What's with the long face? It's a little lackluster, you know. Lackluster? I mean, using the air vent is so obvious. No audience is going to pay good money to see a trick like that. Things must be looking different through a magician's eyes. It'd be much cooler if the killer got out through that tiny window. Don't go there, you'll get your head stuck. How much did you get? Holy shit, it was a legendary whale shark for 562 gold. God damn, Gani. This is like some sort of gacha game, to be honest. Look at the way those bullets tore through this thick wall. That revolver really was something else. I wonder if someone was as little as me could even fire it. Dislocated your shoulder would kind of put a crimp on your stage career. Badwell has a stiff shoulder. Maybe that could loosen him up. Don't even mention it. I'm afraid he might go out and actually try it. Nah, he doesn't have the guts to pull the trigger, I bet. Yeah, okay, that's just normal to talk about. And yet it was only 1 star. Yes, because it was a legendary as well. Right after the shooting took place, Lamiror tried to come into the dressing room and dropped her brooch. I think that fits with the other stuff we knows. Do you think the timing of when she dropped it is important? Yeah, something about it bugs me, that's for sure. Oh, damn, almost 5 years. 2 more months and you've been following for 5 years. Damn. It has been some time, haven't it? Yeah. I already did that. I know I just did that. I just tried again because we found something. I thought. Damn, this is actually pretty crazy to think about. Yeah, kinda. What am I supposed to do? I feel like I feel I'm missing something. Look at all the electronics. It must be sound related. Doesn't seem like seeing a bunch of machines like this makes you want to just fiddle with them. Can I, Apollo? Please? No, no fiddling. You'll break something. And yet, to me, it feels like you played Xenoblade Chronicles 2 like a few months ago. Fair enough. If you go to make an omelette, you're gonna break some eggs. That's what Daddy always say. These eggs looks kind of expensive. Magic played so beautifully. Yeah, like a real pianist. That's just silly, Apollo. How can you kill someone as good as Machi, a pianist? Like, that's like throwing him in the same class as Daddy. Good thing there's a right in here, that one. Fair enough. Okay. No, that's a big instrument case. That's the case for a contrabass, I think. You could fit 20 violins in there, I bet. And sadly, I'm no longer small bean. Fair enough. You're always gonna be small bean. We're gonna remember the small bean. It may look like a violin, but it's a completely different instrument. You could fit even 5 trues in there, I bet. Hey, are you comparing me to an instrument? I wonder who left it sitting open like that. Well, I don't know. Perhaps you're gonna check closer. Still can't believe we found Machi and Latra's up on top of that tower. Yeah, it's not like high places. Now I hate them. It's like it would have been nicer if we found them dead body closer to the ground. Though that reminds me, that is bad with height too. No kidding. He took me on a Ferris wheel ride a while ago, you know. Halfway through, his face got all green and he mumbled objection over and over. Poor guy. I'll be remembered as a small bean, but will always be sweet. But you will always be Swedish. Fair enough. That is fair enough, actually. I can never escape that fate. I think I've almost checked everything in here. That's the ladder we used to climb up the stage tower. Not a moment I'm likely to forget that very time soon. Me neither. I'll never be able to climb another tower again without thinking about it, you know. I'll never be able to climb a tower again, period. No, yeah, I am confused. I am trying to figure out what I'm doing here. Well, like, the only thing I think of is we're gonna talk to Machi. We can't talk to Machi. Do I have the bracelet here? I don't have the bracelet here. I need to show him something that basically makes him tick. But I don't have anything that makes him tick. And also, yes, can I? Let's just go into the governor's room. There. Bam. That guitar. That's a legendary A400, the Red Badger. I thought rock was supposed to be rebellious, not civic. Every aspiring guitarist wants one of these. They even painted their own guitars to look like it. Ah, the fickleness of youth. You should do your hair badger red too. I like my hair the way it is, thank you very much. Ah, the stubbornness of age. Fair enough. How do you feel when you graduated high school? Trying to remember what high school is basically equivalent to. Don't really know. I don't really think I remember. Someone drew the governor's mark in lipstick here. Lipstick? I like to wear lipstick someday. But yeah, that is for like, I don't fully remember. It must have been like, yeah, it's more than 5 years ago, especially high school. Because I worked in between that and university. I'm trying to remember the names of them. But I can't actually really remember what I felt. So unfortunately, I don't really have a good answer there. Yeah, probably more than 8 years ago. Yeah, Jesus. Daddy won't let me. Not until I learn to play piano, he says. I'll be waiting a long time then, I'm afraid. Oh, a cruiser guitar. They sold those to commemorate 5 years of the band. Rocking is hard, and the speed limit. There's a cruiser bass, and a cruiser drum set, and a cruiser keyboard. Even a cruiser whistle. I'm not sure about that last one. It's for blowing the whistle on criminals. I don't think that requires an actual whistle, Trucy. Oh, well, no offense. What are you talking about? Like, I have no problem if people just say, like, oh, you're this old, because, yeah, I am that old. And technically, yeah, I am 29. I will be 30. So, no worries about the offense part. Like, I am well aware of my age, and I don't really give a shit. I don't give a shit about my own age. Because mentally, I haven't really changed much. Oh, I thought I moved to the Laminor's room. What am I supposed to do? Ah, there we go. True. Yeah, but I am 30 this year. That's the kind of funny part, because, like, for example, Yoko Pokomo, I thought that she was basically older than me for some reason. I don't know why. I guess it's because I'm more childish than most people, I guess. And basically was like, Yoko is 1 year younger than I am. I was like, oh shit, I'm actually older than you are. Like, god damn. Because that's the thing, when I, like, streamed and, like, did stuff and, like, watched YouTube, I always felt like most of the people I watched was older than me. And then sometimes I just hear, like, oh yeah, they're basically, like, only 2 years older, 3 years older or something like that. Like, oh, bloody hell. Okay, I don't know what's with my brain today, but I'm not capable of thinking. I'm trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do or find. And I don't know what I am trying to find or get here right now. Honestly, you give the vibe of someone in, like, in their early to mid-20s. Fair enough, especially when I shave. Like, to be fair, of those who haven't seen me in real life, this character is kind of what I look like, to be honest. Except for, like, the eye and the hairdo and the arm. Like, the body build, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of similar. Especially when I shave. When I shave, I lose most of my ears. All this tragedy because someone left a stepladder here. I don't think this Mr. was shot because of the ladder. I think it was Machi. I guess that's air when it's pretty small after all. Does that prove he was at the scene? Did he escape in the time between the gunshot and us opening the door? Dude, when you shaved, you turn into, like, 16-year-old. Yeah, kinda, actually. Is that what they really call permanent dryers? They look like a beautician. I know they dry your hair and give you a permanent. It just doesn't sound very glamorous, you know. How about a permacene, Jesus. Or you could go more simple and call it permer. This isn't a bad game, thinking up official names of things. Nothing makes this name actually official or anything. The permer. It kind of like, it sounds like pervert, to be honest. The permer. Yeah, I am stuck. Anyone have any ideas what I am trying to even find? Can I, like, show people? Hold on here a second. I kind of forgot something. I'm gonna leave this place. I'm gonna see if I can talk about people with people. Because I only presented evidence. Can I, like, present people? Fuck, I can't. Okay, that's not gonna help then. Oh! Bugger and bingos. I don't know really what I'm doing here. The only lead I have is Machi. Talk to Machi. Find out what Machi is lying about. But it's, as I said, I need something to smack him with. Bro, you remember when I wanted to like edit your streams and I end up never doing it? Yeah? Like, it's not like it was basically like something if you wanted to do or not. Like, the whole the last stream of yours that I downloaded was from 2022. Damn. Damn, that was a time ago. Hold on. Yeah, I kind of also, as like as I said to Miss Valkyrie, it's easier to like edit other people's videos than to edit yourself, because it's as I said, I cannot find funny moments in my own goddamn streams. Okay, you know what? For some reason, my brain isn't really with me today. It doesn't mean I'm gonna end stream, but I'm gonna have to find out what the hell I'm doing. Because I don't know, I feel like airheaded right now. Case 2, I guess it is? Nope, that's case 1. No, Serenade. Because I'm not joking, like, I am trying to, like, figure out what the hell I'm doing here right now, but I don't know. And you still, have your face. Fair enough, yes, I do have my, my things, my face cam, that's what it's called, god damn it. I don't know what's going on right now with my head. It might have been, tried to program and shit before, so I might have just used up most of my, like, goddamn thing. Okay, right. Attorney agency. I haven't really... Talk to Trucy. Detention center. Okay. Oh, I need to speak to Trucy. I can explain shit. I've mostly just been skipping shit like that. Narrow face has just disappeared into the shadow realm. Yeah, kinda. Like, it's as I said, like, for some reason I just kinda like it to be like a PNG YouTuber, but at the same time, it's mostly because of the camera. Like, I don't have a camera that works. I don't know why I didn't actually speak to Trucy. For some reason, I always think of them as, what should I do? I don't know. Perhaps you're gonna go and check there. So I never really talked to them over at this place. It was Darian. Labrador said she never forgot a voice, right? That's so cool. I guess. What's that called again? Elephant ears? I bet that's what they are called. Some I don't think that means what you think it means. And she has to be... And she has to be wrong this time. Wrong? Why? I mean, look. Those gunshots were right during the concert. That's right! I was burning up the dance floor at the time. Right. Did you happen to look up this on the stage? Maybe at Darian, even? You bet I did! He's one of the Governor's guitarists after all. He's so cool. Oh! Right. All the Governors has a rock-solid alibi. Couldn't have shot Mr. Latussle backstage. Also, bro, it might be a bit late to ask this, but what's hormone replacement therapy? Well, that's not something I am gonna go into because it doesn't involve me. So you have to ask someone that is willing to talk about that, because this is something Bapples was talking about. So I am not really... I don't feel I have the legitimization of actually talking about it. Like, it is a thing. So, but it's basically because Bapples was talking about it. So, yeah, fair enough. Gonna ask my sister. Fair enough. But yeah, the only thing I can say that if it's something they want, I'm happy that they managed to get the time for it, and it sounded like they were happy about it. It sounded like Bapples was happy about it. She's asleep. Okay, that explains why we went so fast. But yeah, because it's nothing I deal with, and something that's more personal with Bapples for the moment, at least. Like, there are still other people that does it. Yes, it did actually sound like a good thing, definitely. But it's still like something more private in a sense, so either you have to ask someone that knows about it or stuff like that, but I feel like I don't have, like, the reason of talking about it. I don't know. I'm a bit uncertain if it's a girl thing or both thing. Like, I think it's both a girl and a boy thing. I think we have hormones, yes. I'm not good with biology. I'm pretty certain everyone has hormones. It's just that there are different scales of them. Why can't they just call them international police instead? Making up some silly names. Yeah, anyway, you think he was investigating Lamiror? What? Why would anyone do that? I really missed out on my chemistry lesson. I don't even think it's chemistry, it's biology. I don't even think it's chemistry. Don't be fooled by appearances, it's all I'm saying. But remember, I'm a magician, Apollo. I can spot a pawn coin at 50 paces. Wait, for real? Yeah, it's... Yes! Because we have hormones, that means it has to do with biology, not chemistry. In any case, we know he was working on something. I wonder if it was something that has something to do with something. But, hold on, did I read that right, or am I just airbrained right now? That's something being our case that lost something. Wait. I wonder if it was something that has something to do with something. Okay, yeah, I read that for real. Like, Jesus. Something like that. Frankly, the whole thing is making my head hurt. No shit, what do you think happened to me then? Wait, but isn't DNA and shit stuff to do with chemistry? I don't know, you might be right. Who's that? Trucy. Was that another one of your tricks? It wasn't me. I can't even make Mr. Hat laugh like that. Whatever the mundane gives way to miracles. A word is whispered. Grammary. Grammary. Okay. Hey, the other day. We didn't just imagine that, did we? He was wearing a silk cat. Friend of yours? Oh, we meet again. Nice to meet you. Who are you? And could you possibly stop smirking like that? It's you, Uncle Valent. Uncle Valent? He's your uncle. Oh, silly. He's the great Grammary, Valent Grammary. The Grand Magician.
Ah, yes it is. The great Valent Grammary. As seen on television.
And could you please stop smirking like that?
It has been a while, Miss Juicy. It's 7 years to be exact. My, how you have grown.
Good to see you again, Uncle Valent. You look exactly the same. I hate to intrude, but what is Great Magician doing paying us a visit?
I believe it was you. You who visited me. So be quick with your questions. I do not quail, quake, or quiver. I am quite tame. Though my stardom may sear the sight, I'm quite down to earth when need comes.
He does have a certain aura to him, it's true. Also, I did not call you. Let's ask him about the case, Apollo. His aura sure isn't lost on our magician in the making. He's practically drooling with enthusiasm. After all, Uncle Valent's one of Daddy's best friends. That's why I call him Uncle. What, that... You mean Mr. Wright? No, I mean... my real daddy. That finally they actually told us about it. Truce's real father. Aha, finally. We knew about it because first of all, that was hella fucking obvious. Second of all, it kind of like they didn't talk about it. Also, it felt like they tried to avoid it. Troop Grammary. Wait, Apollo. Don't tell me you don't know about Troop Grammar, eh? Troop Grammar? No. But it does sound kind of familiar.
The lost life lamentably listless lad.
I'm gonna hate doing his voice.
Do not know the greatest troop of magicians on the planet.
Valant Grammar. The names began to surface in my mind. It was a name I heard on television as a child. You bet you've heard the name. He made a cruise ship disappear and blew up an amusement park. I'm pretty certain more people have done that, but I'm certain that's illegal. And he made all this gold disappear from a safe. That's even more illegal. No, actually, I think the first one is more the most illegal. And then escaped from a high security prison. Okay, mate, are you trying to say he's actually doing illegal shit? You said he's a magician.
I open the locks to hearts chained by mediocrity. If this is a true miracle of Troop Grammar.
Wait. What, Apollo? I do remember seeing you on television. A long time ago. Weren't you with someone else, like a duo? A duo? Yeah, you had a partner. Something Grammar.
Yes, Zack Grammar. Masterful maker of magic. A capable crafter of shining showmanship.
Her father. Why is everyone so quiet? Daddy? Daddy? Oh, no way.
Once upon a time, Troop Grammar included 2 grand magicians. Myself, Valant Grammar. I'm my partner, Zack Grammar.
And this Zack was... He was my real daddy. Truce's father, a magician. I guess it makes sense. I had no idea. There wasn't much point in talking about it. Not now that he's gone. Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's okay. I'm not lonely. I got my daddy after all. And you make me laugh, Apollo. Let him do a good comic relief at least. Oh, welcome back. Also, I don't know where you've been, but we know now that the guy in yellow here is actually Truce's quote-unquote uncle, who used to work with her real father.
Yeah, I've been remiss in remembering my reasons for my visit.
Reasons?
2, in fact.
Damn, junk mug, 3-star, 11 gold.
The first being, of course, to see you, Miss Truce.
You don't know how happy I am to see you again, Uncle Valant.
I am sure you are. Not one for modesty, are you?
Oh, that was the wrong voice.
When I encountered you at the Colosseum the first time in 7 years, I could fain not contain my emotion. I swept oceans. And to learn now, defend that poor pianist, that blinded boy. That was hot topic of talk amongst the staff, you know. And defend him you did.
Well, it wasn't all my doing. I'm his defense attorney, actually.
My other reason for coming here today was this.
That's a videotape.
Quite so. A recording of the concert, no less. I bought it for you. Brought it for you, Trucy. On behalf of Troop Grammar. Will you watch it?
Alright, we managed to find some lore. It would be impressive if he actually could play piano blind, to be honest. That practice you need for that. I was wondering why I heard bubbles. Yeah, she disappeared and there she is. Just bam out of nowhere. I need more to drink. Hold on. And he is just fixing his guitar there. Wow, it's almost as good as it was live. So that, what's the word? Mysterious. There's more mysterious things than her song going on. Way more mysterious. Huh. This Valent has good reasons to be here today, but I wonder what his reasons were to be at that concert. I guess that explains why she didn't really react to the fire. Yeah, same time she wasn't really there. Alright, goodbye. I have something to ask about. Whoa! He's just gonna stand there, I guess. Move backstage, because I think it was like... I have something new! We took a look at your performance again. It was even better the second time. Thank you. That reminds me. That was an incredible illusion you pulled off. Illusion? When you teleported from the stage to the other, remember? Yes, apparently they hired a professional magician. Valent Grummery. Oh, that explains why he was there. She is blind, I cannot do that, so they basically had him doing the things for her. Oh, that's actually kind of fair, to be honest. I was wondering, do you think you could tell us how it was done? I am afraid I cannot. Mr. Grummery made me swear not to tell a soul. I was afraid of that. Hard to be a magician if you can't keep a secret, you know. I am reminded that I wish to speak to you about something. Yes? When I was walking this hallway before, I stumbled upon a small device of some kind. It was laying on the floor. Device? Maybe you mean this? That's been lying there since the day before yesterday. Might I touch it? I thought as much. What? What did you think? This is one of our headsets. Everyone on the staff wears one during concert. I wonder whose it is. We used it for communication. It will be quite inconvenient should it go missing. We'll hold on to it then for you. We can proceed to Gavin when we see him. Yes, that's best. Thank you. So, can we put it on? Attached. I'm not some kind of robot, Apollo. Everyone on staff was wearing one of these headsets. This might warrant some further inquiry. I guess we're gonna go and talk to Machi. We got some more evidence we can try and shove in his face. Is he still here? Yeah. We thought of the music. Yes, he's here. Do you know about this? Nope. This thing? Nope, nothing. Okay, let's go to the grandfather, well, the uncle again. Can we examine it first, actually? No, not this. Thank you. 10-4, that little buddy. This is Trucy reporting in. Over. Why the sudden silence? No one answered. Don't be silly. What good is a receiver that doesn't receive? Oh, what is a receiver that doesn't receive? That's like Emma not performing forensics investigations. You make it sound like she's some kind of forensic investigation machine. Which is just silly. Unless she's a super high-tech android that runs on snackos. Why do you need to talk about Martin? Food and shit, like I kind of want that now. What's this? You would ask me for a miracle. Free or fee? Then thy wish be granted. Thy wish will be done, thy evidence evicted to the ether. No evicting, please. Are all magicians like this, I wonder? Okay, so that is not gonna do anything for us. Well, they talked about Gavin, so let's see if we can find Gavin. Hopefully. Wouldn't surprise me if he's not here, to be honest. Alright. Stage? Nope. Buggy. Alright. We're back on more or less square one now. In here? Nope. I could ask her about it. Can I ask about this headset, Lamiror? You said that all concert staff were wearing one? That's correct. You need them to communicate across the larger stage. Everyone on the staff had one, of course. And all of the band members too, I should think. Prosecutor Gavin and his lakeys had them none too, then. They're quite helpful, though limited. They only work within 30 feet or so. After all, they're only for use on stage. And the strongest signal would interfere with the sound system. That makes sense. Could it be that she did say she heard the gunshot, but that was impossible? What if she had her still in, and there is technically more or less than 30 feet in between this one and the other one? And to make it... Oh, wait, hold on. Man, first it was burger, now snackaroos. All these food-sounding words are making me hungry and hungry. Fair enough. And to make it worse, I have nothing to eat, and the closest convenience store is like 20-25 minutes away by foot. Kinda used to be like me, where it is like 15 minutes by foot. But not any longer. Now it would take at least 1-2 hours. Walking. About 15 minutes with car. So why was this lying here? But yeah, that would make sense actually. Because it's like, oh, it's impossible, you cannot have heard it. But if she still had her in, and it's not like a button activated one, she could have heard it. I think it actually was on at the same time. So, oof, no, you really downgraded in the convenience store range, yeah. Oh, something's updated here. Speaking of... Oh, there's only one person I know who can munch with such venom. What are you doing here? Hello, Emma. You're looking as grumpy as ever. Oh, am I supposed to be happy? Give me the second degree in court and Prosecutor Gavin makes me look like a fool. You're talking about the bloodstain Mr. Letussel left. My departure chief had a field day with that one. Even a blind person could see the shooter wasn't blind. Funny guy, huh? But that bloodstain helped uncover a bigger mystery of all. Now we know that Mr. Letussel was really with Interpol. We wouldn't have found that out without you. I suppose. Maybe that's why the chief gave me these after he was finished shooing me out. So it was my reward. Are chocolate snackos popular down at the precinct or something? I was hoping we could check out the crime scene again. Be my guest, we're not going to find any clues in here. Though, I did find something strange. Something strange? Yeah, what's strange? So, what did you find? It's a little I must have passed over it yesterday. I found this under the sofa. What is that? Actually, what is that even? There is something like a lighter, it kind of look like a button or like one of the rotary thing, and a buzzer. What is it? Part of some device, I think. I haven't a clue what. The bit sticking out from the end looks familiar, so I had it examined. Turns out in an antenna. Oh, like a beetle. Oh, also she did say that stronger blur things basically like took over. So it might have been she heard this thing. Like a cell phone, this device must use an electronic signal of some sort. An electronic signal, you say? Was that true what you said in court today? You know, about the case? About how everything was happening according to those song lyrics? The guitar serenade, you mean? I found a link, you know. Yeah, we've heard this so many times. First, Prosecutor Gavin's heart-shaped keyring was stolen. The laminar flew through the air. The Prosecutor Gavin's guitar caught on fire. And in the end, bullet took Mr. Letussel's life. And we went up in the sky with the guitar. Well, 15 feet up at least. It's kinda hard to chalk it all up in coincidence. I know, and I found it. I think the same person did all this. Don't ask me, I didn't do it. Neither did I couldn't fit through that air vent anyway. What? You all think I did it? Someone's a worry about that girl. I met my embarrassment quota for the year, that's for sure. Well, that's a good thing, isn't it? How? I mean, think about it. Now you don't have to be embarrassed about anything else all year. If it only worked that way. It just bugs me to think that a little kid outsmarted me. And it makes him even more suspicious now that we know he can see. He could have been seen the air duct and he could have shot that revolver. But that's not how it sounded in Lamiror's testimony. You mean her saying she heard Detective Darian's voice at the scene, That's right. Why can't we have a normal, straightforward killing once in a while in this country? I'll pretend I didn't hear that. I'm gonna present this little thing. Do you think you could take a look at this? No, apparently not. She's gonna munch. I don't know, actually. If we weren't done here, though. It's as she said, we have found, like, everything is done here, except for that little thing we found. So there might be, like, something else we need to do. But I'm a bit uncertain as well. Well, nothing here. Also, we didn't get it as evidence, and I don't think we can, so... That's a bit of a problem. Nothing here either. Okay. Move. This is the only place I know things is happening right now. The only problem is, how do we make it continue? This is not gonna help really anyhow. She doesn't really want to listen to anything. I'm just gonna do this and skip her munching. That's an Interpol issue revolver, right? Which means it belongs to Mr. Letussel. He must have had it with him to begin with. Sounds that way. So if it was Machi, are you saying Machi stole it from Mr. Letussel? No, that's really hard to imagine him doing. No idea. Maybe they were trying to throw off the investigation. Sorry, I managed to skip way too much there. That's a certain possibility, but risky, don't you think? Just carrying someone as big as Mr. Tussle would be tough enough. Maybe snacking fiend, but sometimes you can actually make some sense. Okay, so there isn't really anything here. Fish! No clues here. Okay. Look, it's fruit. Fruit, Apollo. Fruit! I heard you the first time. It sure is a lot of fruit. I doubt anyone would miss a bit of watermelon. I know. I'll make it vanish into my stomach. Better not. They might make you pay for it. Woo, peacock bass. Watermelons are that expensive. This could have been imported from an exotic location, for all we know. Or they could lie about it and still need to make you pay it. That's one of the biggest, most expensive looking TVs I've seen. Too bad you'll never own one. Never is kind of harsh, Trushi. How about for all eternity then? Same difference. How does the star system work? I don't know. I am guessing as Leord said, because the last thing he said before I managed to get a raid in was the stars goes for weight. With all caps as well. So it might be that first you go by tier, which is trash, common, uncommon, rare, and legendary and stuff. And then you basically have like, what is the weight of it? And that is basically how the stars works as well. Again, there's posters. How many of those did they put up anyway? Prostitute Gavin looks so cool on stage. You should learn to play the guitar, Apollo. You can accompany my magic act. It'd certainly be a novelty act, if nothing else. I'll think about it if I ever lose my Thornis badge. So not the pianist this time, though, huh? That's the air went with the matches to buy his fingerprints. What's with the frown? Can't a girl frown anymore? Is that a crime? No, of course not. I just mean Machi Tobai's fingerprints are on that air vent. Why would his fingerprint be there if he wasn't a shooter? That's not a question I want to have to answer in court. Hey, wipe that frown off your face. I thought it was reversed, because that legendary fish, it was 1 star, but the common one I got before was 3 star. And now the uncommon also gets 1 star, so I don't know. Yeah, but that's what I mean. First they have tiers, and then they have stars. So it can be like a 3-star legendary or a 1-star legendary. And basically these stars have to do with weight, if Leord is correct about that. 1 stick in the mud per crime scene, please. I guess girls can frown, but the fence attorneys can't. Okay. Oh, like the star quality system from Stardew. Kinda, yeah, I guess. I think. I don't really know, actually. But I guess something like that. So you can basically get just a really common one and get a 3-star common. But you basically can also get a 1-star legendary. This was the window where Littlemore saw the crime scene from. Yeah, we already know about this. We did talk about this before. We already have talked about this one as well. And we have talked about this as well. Lunimal? What's Lunimal? It's luminoil. Get it right. Emma's kind of scary when she comes to her science. Must learn the word and not incite her wrath again. Fair enough. The murder weapon. So it belonged to Mr. Tussle. That thing makes a normal roll look like it was a water gun. Mr. Tussle was a big man. But how about the person who shot him? Couldn't have been about his size. Yeah, like, I don't really know what to check anymore. Like getting an iridium quality carp. I guess so. Look at the way those bullets tore through this thick wall. That revolver was something else. I wonder if someone as little as me could ever fire it. Dislocating your shoulder? Yeah, we've said about this before. I'm just checking if there's something new. Yeah, there is nothing really here. Damn it. We don't really have much more to go on. And we've already talked about these things. Okay, so the question is where? Sorry, also, I didn't know to yawn there a bit. Damn. I don't know why I feel so tired right now. Okay, can I do something here? No. Nothing here either. Like, what? I don't know why is that. Emma didn't give us the antenna device. Nope, she didn't. She only talked about it, which makes things more complicated. That's why I'm like trying to move around right now, trying to figure out what's going on. Because right now I'm basically just doing random shit here right now, trying to figure out what I'm finding. But I think my head is not really with me today, because like I have no idea what I'm trying to do. It's not like sick not with me, it's basically just like I don't know why, it's just like a bit tiredness, I guess. Because I've talked everything with her, I guess. I can just check in case. Yeah. Everything here. I have talked about both these new things. And if I talk with Emma, the only thing I can basically show is a pistol. Everything else she just munches on. Munch on this. So, yeah. Yeah, I've checked the window. It basically is just the same thing as before. You see? Some of these things have not updated. They just say like, oh, not something new is in here. And like resetted everything. So most of the things here are like the same as they talked about before. But yeah, I did check the window. There is nothing there. I checked that. I checked that. So I don't really know what I'm looking for. It's a poster from another show. This summer, a Legal Eagles production, case closed. I looked into that performance group. Turns out they're all law enforcement related too. Apparently, their series portrayal of law and order is a big draw. Sounds so boring, it's probably pretty interesting. You're a complicated man, Apollo. But yeah, so that is basically everything here. Oh, well, except for that though. A speaker of monitoring this stage was blaring at the time of the shooting. It's a pretty old model for such a nice place. Guess they don't care about sound quality back here as long as you can hear it. Not that a loss of fidelity could possibly make that music worse. Good speakers must cost a lot. You have any idea how much a nice one that size would cost, Apollo? Probably a good 10 years of your allowance, give or take. What? But that's almost $600. $5 a month. Poor Trucy. Wait till you should find out you need to buy 2 speakers for a stereo. God damn. I just got an award. I didn't even realize I had awards. I must have forgotten that. There was other rewards as well, awards you could get that I saw in like the walkthrough I just checked before. But I completely forgot about that. Okay, but yeah, that doesn't really help me. Okay, so there's nothing here. I'm pretty certain I've checked everything on the stage as well. Piano, sound, up there, up there, up there, there. Yeah, I've checked everything in here as well. I don't know. I've talked about everything as well. Like, in here, there is not really that much. We have this thing. That would be the blue badger, the police mascot. There's a guy outside in a giant blue badger costume lumbering about. It stands out even more than those Gaviners posters. Guess present the earpiece to Valant. Wait, who the hell was Valant again? You mean the kid? Wait, was his name Valant? Who the hell was Hold on, who was Valant again? Oh, this guy. No, I did. I forgot his name because he just came in here again. His name, like, I only remember his name as Grammar. Grammare. But basically, I've already did that, and he basically wanted to send it to the Shadow Realm. So, no, thank you. I don't think it's gonna work. Also, he did give us the tape, so that I cannot give him the tape either. But yeah, I told you my head isn't really with me right now. For some reason, I just forgot who Valant was. Oh, fish. I bet there's a story behind just waiting to be told. Also, my throat is just... damn. Concept poster for the Guilty as Charged tour. I love that name, Guilty as Charged. So a rare 2-star of 108, 100 gold. Ah, neat. So you basically get 1 gold per kilogram. Nice. Magician Trucy presents the Innocent as Charged tour. Kind of loses its impact, doesn't it? Have you presented anything else, since if remembering correctly, you gave you the tape and you just left to see Lameror? Yes, but that was because I kind of knew something about the tape. I don't know if there is anything else. I can always check, but I don't think he knows anything else about anything else. I don't even know why he was there, to be honest. Other than seeing Trucy, though. Yep, we can at least try. Yep, the Shadow Realm. Shadow Realm. Yep, Shadow Realm. Also Shadow Realm. Shadow Realm. Still Shadow Realm. Yeah, there's way much Shadow Realm here. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna see if it wants to talk about something else. So I was wondering. Oh, wait, we might actually ask him about it. That stunt in the middle of the song there. I didn't see a stunt. What about Lamirord vanishing and reappearing? Oh, that. I guess I'm so used to seeing that happen, I don't even notice. So young to be so jaded. A simple sleight of hand. A petite prestidigitation. A modicum of magic from me to you. So that's why you were at this concert. Okay, apparently you could talk a bit more about this now when we have known about it.
Yes. I was there to watch my trick take the air.
So you were the one who knows how it was all done.
Of course. I'm like a deity, with the stage as my domain.
Yeah, finally some progress. Good God. Today has not been a good day to use my brain for some reason.
I suffer no mystery upon those floodlit boards to not grasp tightly 'twixt my fingers. It is a potent primeval power I possess.
Well, do you think you could tell me how it was done? Hey now! Trucy. That's like totally against the rules, Apollo. Not during a murder investigation, it's not.
My none. For my illusions are mine alone, monsieur. Also
what?
Recall that the terrible occurrence happened later. After my illusion were entranced the audience. Don't even ask. I won't answer.
Too bad for you, Apollo. Whose side are you on anyway? Honestly, today just feel like a terrible day in terms of making progress at all. No sense.
I, Valant Grammar,
now make my leave, Miss Trucy. Okay, so now he leaves. There's no need to rush, Uncle Valant. You should stay a while.
I'm afraid I cannot. I may not. I shall not. I have been asked to assist with an analysis, and so I shall slink back to the scene.
So, you'll be at the concert venue today?
Correct. If you would call me, come to the Colosseum. See you later, crocodile.
Okay, I kinda love that because I know he said that it turned and walked out through the door normally. Well, there you go, Apollo. Let's get cracking. Right, Valant Grammar. I got a few more things to ask him. Foremost among them, that bit of magic that made Lemur disappear. Yeah, because if there is like 2 Lemurs, then one of them could be the murderer. The murderer! The murderer! I am way too goddamn tired. I am just being silly for no reason right now. Alright, so you were going to the stage, were you? Are we gonna find you there directly? Or are we quicker than you are? That song, isn't that the one Lamiror was singing? Yeah, you're right, the guitar serenade. Wow, I'd love to know, to do a show on a stage like this. I come to see that. The house is full, and as one, the audience sighed with wonderment. There I am, singing my ballad. Rose petals swirling through the air. Not bad. Wait, aren't you a magician? Oh, that's right, I was a magician, wasn't I? Some dedication. How did you know that song?
Ah, if it is a Miss Trucy! And indeed it is.
Uncle Valant! You have been such a silly Billy. Yeah, I know I've been such a silly Billy. I sometimes love being silly Billy, and sometimes I just am because my head doesn't manage to figure out how to work correctly.
What exactly are you doing here? I take real responsibility in tasks undertaken. I am inspecting my equipment of illusions to make sure naught is amiss.
The Lamiror teleportation illusion. Ooh.
Should anything go wrong, it will reflect poorly upon me and my troop. As I went about my exacting examination, I happened to notice a piano. and I remember that fair lady's melancholy melody.
Hey, Apollo, maybe Uncle Valent can shed some light on this whole thing for us. About what? I already tried to ask him. I was wondering about the show the night of the murder. Lumire's vanishing act was your illusion, right?
Indeed. The purple prosecutor petitioned my performance. Fuck me, he talks sometimes. At the climax of the song, he said, make her disappear like a dream.
Like a dream?
Yet, what can I work with on a stage meant for musical endeavors? There are none of the conveniences of a stage built for sorcerer's acts. It was all challenging task, and so I accepted.
But in order to move, you would have to use some sort of secret tunnel.
People come because of a profession. My illusions are custom made for time and place. Now, because of the murder, all my eyes of the nation are on this concert. Not a bad timing as far as the fortunes of Troop Grammare are concerned.
Oh, so you've been here checking up on your tricks to make sure it went well.
And went well it did. Now, speaking of pianos. That piano over there troubles me.
It troubles you? Why?
Why? Why do you ask? Why?
I think it's probably quicker if I just go and check it myself, thanks. Well, the only thing I can think of is he played the song. How? That's one big piano. I've never actually played one. You should get Mr. Wright to teach you sometimes. No good. He can't play either. Kind of feel bad for the guy now. Maybe not one big chance. Stand back. They could be the debut of a prodigy. You? Did you make that that noise just now? Let me try again. You know, I think something is stuck in the piano. I take a look under the hood. Huh? Look, this was stuck between the strings. Looks like some sort of switch. Someone must have thrown this into the piano. Okay. Interesting. What is that? Wait, that just means he could play the song to begin with. This switch sitting here, tempting me to push it. Don't, you might blow up the whole Colosseum. Apollo, please. To think that every strange switch triggers a bomb. That's kind of old-fashioned crime drama thinking. Doesn't cut it in our business times. Alright, true CPI, please enlighten me. What do you think this switch does? Maybe it turns on the electric razor in Prosecutor Gavin's dressing room. A switch as big as a razor to turn on a razor. Okay. I think it has to do with the tower.
Words cannot express my shock and charging. All I can see before me is this stage, and upon it. Nothing smaller, nothing less radiant catches my eye.
True, you're getting on in years. Not much time left to make your mark, huh?
Ow. This is not how I was seeing it.
He doesn't care about what I have to show him. I get the point. Well, we saw what happened in Zero Time Dilemma, so yeah, true. I just realized when you blow the shit up when I did that. So, Troop Grammare. I don't know if that's how it's pronounced, but I want to say it like Grammare.
I know what you're thinking. In that head of yours, Grammare. Yes, you say. I recall seeing him on television. Something of that sort.
Actually, yes, you're right. Wow, he just read your mind, Apollo. Or everyone tells him that and he made a good guess.
It was 20 years ago. A young magician, a genius of his time, came down among us.
Damn.
His name was Magnifi Grammare. It was he who began the great troupe Grammare. At his prime, not a day passed that he did not play upon the screens of every TV there was.
I do have a vague memory of something like that on TV.
Yet, several years ago, that time came to an end. My troupe pulled a vanishing act, yes.
Among Us? Wait, what are you talking about Among Us?
Cries for magic no longer heard. The TV screens a barren waste, stripped of illusions.
That's not true. I still went to all your shows. Like that one in the parking lot down the supermarket. Oof. When you start playing in supermarket's parking lot, you know you're in trouble.
We hone our skills at these small venues, always awaiting our time. Yes, one day we will rise, up from obscurity onto fame's shining stage one more.
He said Among Us. Oh, fair enough. I don't know why I didn't even recall him saying that. But at the same time, I could have checked this, to be honest.
I do this not only for the magic that is Grammare, but my partner.
Your partner? You mean?
Yes, Sak Grammare.
Truce's father.
Before he disappeared 7 years ago, there was no name higher than Grammare in show business circles. None. I will see us return to glory. I, Valiant Grammare. Our founder, Magnifi Grammare, was truly a genius. A worker of miracles.
I'll never forget the one I saw when I was little. How we made that whole jumbo jet go. What happened to the jet again? Apparently someone doesn't remember it as well as they thought.
Of all the would-be magicians who came to his door, only Zack and I had the talent. In no time at all, Valiant and Zack were the shining stars in the Grammare crown.
Cool, huh? Zack Grammare was my daddy. And this is my water.
Now, that Magnifi and Zack are gone. I have but one wish. Let it be I, Valiant Grammare, who brings the Grammare miracle back to the big stage.
I feel like his voice is actually hurting me after a while. I'm rooting for you.
Miss Trucy, you cannot grow up quick enough. I need your skill by my side.
One skill coming up. How do we manage to get off the topic of the case so quickly all the time? Well, because I asked him. Wait, did I get anything from it? Oh, I got the thing. I got the thing. The button, the bomb button. No, let's go in here and ask her. That's gonna be the last thing I do today. Yo, I found this thing. You think you could take a look at this? A small device. Looks like a transmitter. A transmitter? You press the switch here and it sends out a signal. No idea what it's for though. A signal? You mean an electronic signal? What is it, Apollo? Say, Emma. You know that strange object you said you found? Oh, this! Let me try pressing this switch. And it's on fire! Emma, the device is on fire! What's the big deal? Ow. Wait, so that's how the guitar is being put on fire. Well, now we know what this is. An igniter. This part here must work like a lighter. It nearly lit me up, that's for sure. Hey, don't look at me like that. I didn't do it on purpose. I suppose. At least we're getting somewhere with this case. Hey, Apollo. Let's ask Emma about the switch. Now that she has some first-hand experience. I'm gonna do that next time, actually, because my throat right now is kind of hurting.